selling out. Well, what's interesting about that, thank you very much, everybody, for those super chats. Just before I come to you guys and let's do some reverse engineering of the window that we've just had, I just want to show you a couple of tweets that came out from someone called Rob Harris, who said that sources close to the Lewis family tell Sky News, quote, generations of Lewis family support this special football club, and they want what the fans want, more wins more often. This is why you have seen recent changes, new leadership, and a fresh approach. And it continues. Sources close to the Joe Lewis family tell Sky News after Daniel Levy goes, in Vinay, Frank, and Carrington, they believe they are backing the right team to deliver on this. This is a new era. There's no changes to the ownership. So Levy and his family own 29.8% of share capital of ENIC, which owns 86%, which give or take is about 23%, something like that. So, I mean, look, there's other sort of reports that are out there that are saying also that the Lewis family are potentially exploring a full sale, although apparently I haven't seen it, but apparently people in the chat were saying earlier, guys, that Ali Gold is sort of distancing that story, saying that there's no real initial intention for the Lewis family to sell. So look, we'll come to that bit in a minute, but I just want to reflect for a second, guys. And Johnny, I know you wanted to go first on this.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah.
Sorry. Can I say one quick thing on that thing you read?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That sentence where you said the Lewis family wants what the fans want. How do they know what the fans want? They've been observing the scenes inside, outside. They've been listening, like clearly. They've been watching YouTube or social media. They must be getting their information from somewhere, because I've never been asked what I want. I've never had a survey done on me. So clearly,
this is sources close to the Lewis family. This could just mean people on the boat next door to the in the Bahamas.
Okay, so if we're going to believe this, sure, right, but you've chosen to read it all out. So
sure.
So if those sources are true, right? And you're right, then for them to say they want what the fans want, well, the fans have been very clearly saying what they want for some time. So I do.
And how much of them?
Come on, Sean.
There was 15 people at the protest on Saturday, mate. 25 at the one before.
Sean, inside the stadium, the Levy out chants the last couple of years have never been heard before. They've been very loud inside that stadium.
There was 15 people at the protest on Saturday, mate. And 25
you can focus just on the small protest, or we can focus on everything that's happened. The bigger protest, the chants inside the stadium, the amount of away games where the commentators and the media picked up on the Spurs fans are chanting Levy out again, and then it's all over the media again. The point I'm making here is, and again, I made it very clear when I spoke at the beginning, the fans aren't the reason Levy has gone. They're not the reason, but they have contributed. There's no doubt. And that statement
I would just counter that and say that the fans never know what they want. The fans will always pivot whichever way the wind is moving. And like the Eze story was a testament to that, right? When the Eze thing fell apart, and by the way, Twitter is not a fair dichotomy.
Hold on, you've just deflected there a bit. The source you just read said, we want what the fans want. So what do the fans want then? What's that source referring to?
It's fair to say, isn't it, that everyone wants success, more success. It doesn't matter whether you want the Levy ownership out, whether you're Daniel Levy in, Daniel Levy out, whether you're ENIC in, ENIC out, whether you're anything in between.
So under Levy then, we haven't delivered the success that the fans want, right?
But all it says is more wins more often. Well, we have just won a Europa League trophy.
It says we want what the fans want, which means the fans aren't getting what they want.
I mean, I don't know how to explain this to you, mate. But like to make an assumption that the fans all want the same thing is a very difficult thing to assume, isn't it? What I think you could all universally agree is that the fans would love to win the title every single year. Whether that's realistic is
just one title. Just one title, I think we'll be happy with as Spurs fans.
And that's fine, of course. But
sorry. Can I just quickly? Can I say you say that now, Stel? You say we'd be happy with one title. If Spurs won one title and they didn't win one for the next 10 years, we'd all be back on the chairman, whoever the new chairman is. I agree with Sean on this front that when we're saying what fans want, this isn't a one size fits all. This isn't. If all fans wanted the same thing, you'd have hundreds of thousands of people protesting. If all fans wanted the same, hang on, let me finish. If all fans wanted the same thing, let's assume now that all fans don't want Levy out. If all fans wanted the same thing, all fans would buy the same Spurs. This is the problem. When we use the words fans, some fans just want to go, it's my team, it's Saturday, blah, blah, blah. Other fans will go out on a limb like you and the protesters do to, we want this, but I don't think there's one size fits all for
it's the same
fans.
In politics, Phil. Like, some people right now want Keir Starmer out. Other people are very happy with Keir Starmer. Like, it's the same. Like in any particular topic that involves millions of people, you're never going to get a consensus ever. Never going to get consensus.
I agree. I totally agree. Every fan's got their view, but there is a majority view out there, or a consistent view where the sentiment of most of the fans or the people towards a certain direction exists. I'm going by that.
You think it was Levy out?
Yeah, like, for example, look, using the protest as a barometer is incorrect, and I'll tell you why. Because
what's the correct barometer?
Hold on, let me explain. The current polls by a mile show that Reform are winning. Reform's ticket is migrants, deportations. How many actually turned to the protest? Hardly any, 1,000 at the most. So protests aren't a true reflection of what is going on in society.
So what's the true reflection?
Unless the polls are all lying. So
what's the true reflection?
Saturday the true reflection is the optics, Sean. The optics
62.
are...
No, hang on a second. You're cherry picking. 62,000
I'm giving you the optics. You never let me answer.
And your optics are entirely wrong, because 62,000
I haven't told you what the optics are. I haven't told you yet. The optics are, over the last 2-3 years, there's been a massive ramp up of internal noise in the stadium, home and away, of Levy out chanting. And it's not a couple of thousand. It's quite a large chunk of Levy out chanting.
The majority.
Sean, even if it's 30 or 40%, that is a needle mover. That is a needle mover.
Like that. Yes, in the last year, because of the fact we were 17th in the league, as I say, fans are very reactionary.
Before that, it started under Nuno, mate. It started under Nuno.
There was 20 people at the protest of 62,000.
Stop going back to the protest. Is the only thing you can cling on to.
It's not the
There's
only
so many other factors, but you've got to cling on to the one protest with 20 people.
What are you pointing to? Are you
ignoring everything else that I say?
You go to the stadium, and you're going to the stadium, and you're listening. A few people make some noise, and you're going.
It's not a few people. Stop lying. That is a lie. There's thousands that have been chanting League.
And there's more people that aren't singing it. There's more people that aren't singing it.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
Because it's obvious. Just like
obvious how?
I don't know what you're talking about. You're making the most ludicrous assumptions.
No, you're making things that you can't back up.
You're dismissing things that don't.
The majority aren't chanting. How do you know that? Have you gone around counting?
What are you doing here?
But you're challenging the nonsense you're spouting.
Of all of the different metrics that are visual and visible, the opportunities for people to stand in a certain corner of a road, and they walk past it. And because you can hear a few people singing Levy out, they even did the sit-in, and it couldn't even reach about more than 2,000 people after the game.
A significant part of this country has currently now got a concern about migration. How many go to the protest? A tiny fraction.
How many people are at a protest? How many people are outside a protest and then don't bother leaving their home? It's one thing to have to go on a train to make an effort to go. You're going to the stadium anyway.
People are travelling up and down the country to these protests. What are you talking about?
Exactly, mate. But the people that don't go have to make an effort. The people that are going to the stadium don't have to make an additional effort.
Nonsense here. Look, have there not been loud Levy out chants? Have there not been loud Levy out chants?
62,000 people are walking to the stadium, and only 20 of them stand in a certain part of the road.
You keep going back to that small protest. You've literally gone for that one nugget because everything else
it's a visual representation that requires nothing more.
All over Twitter, hashtag Levy out.
Any effort.
Every YouTube channel, every single YouTube channel talks about Levy now. All the media, Talk Sport, Sky Sports, TNT Sports, all the non-Spurs channels talk about Levy now.
So what?
The optics have changed in the stadium, home and away. Levy out
chants. The optics haven't changed.
Have been loud. And you ignore all of that. You ignore all of that and say, "But I was at a protest where there only 20 people turned up." You're cherry picking, man. Come on.
Can I interject? Can I interject just quickly? So I know I'm not hosting, but let me interject just to bring this back to the main point, right? Of when they say fans, let's take this away from 1 second to use another example of when we're saying that all fans want the same thing. Well, let's use managers as a barometer of that. right?
Not every fan, Sava. Not every fan.
But this is the thing. When your point was, they turn around and said, apparently, according to this report, that they want the same thing that the fans want. But I think what Sean's saying is, well, that's really difficult to gauge because not all fans want the same thing, right?
Exactly.
Like if you use managers, right? I think this is the point Sean was getting at. He'll tell me if I'm wrong. If you look at the manager situation, look how many fans wanted Ange in. Look how many fans wanted Ange out. So at that point, board wouldn't have been able to make a decision that all the fans want. And that's the same thing in terms of football. It's easy to sit here and say, we all want to win the league. Of course we do. We all want to win the league. We all want to win the Champions League. These are obvious things that every football fan of every club's going to tell you, right? But when you're saying they don't know what the fans want and that it was being screamed inside the stadium or outside the stadium, they will never, ever, no football club will ever be able to make every single fan happy. Everyone wants something different. There's different pockets. I think that was the point that was being made before it went off into.
No, the point. Sorry, listen. I don't want to take up the. Sorry, Stell, 1 second. 1 second. Because you never let me land my point, mate. Hang on a second. All I was challenging on, bro, was this notion that you believe because you feel a certain way that everyone else does. And I'm saying,
not everyone.
Hang on a second. You're saying that the optics have changed. The optics.
I'm going by the source that you chose to put on the screen and read out.
Guys, can we not agree? You don't let me speak either.
Can we not agree?
Yeah, but hold on a minute, guys. What are we doing? Sean brings up a
I haven't had a
message on the
chance to
screen.
speak.
Neither have I was meant to speak before. He
Right.
interrupted.
Yeah,
Go on,
okay, you know
Mark.
what, Johnny, you know what? Let's all calm down. This is
Can we
passionate.
just, Sean, is it not fair to say that what the Lewis family are saying is that all the fans want success?
Well, they read the room. It's not difficult
The
to read.
sources close to the Lewis family are saying that the fan, yeah, exactly, that they want more. They want more. They want winning. Yeah, they want more wins.
As opposed to the fans that don't want success. Like
Exactly.
that doesn't make